Hi guys, today I'll be teaching you guys how to make a shisha with a pineapple, and don't hesitate to comment if you have any questions. Enjoy! So first things first, just have your pineapple ready. Make sure it's a decent size, it's not too big. So these look like mini pineapples. Make sure you have a strong enough knife and just have some smaller ones for spare. If you have a seed cutter, it's gonna simplify your job, but if you don't, then it's totally fine. We could use the knives instead. So let's get at it. How beautiful does it look? All right, so we're gonna do that. Let's see if this is flat enough. Looks okay, pretty good. Let me just edge it a little bit to make sure it goes easily on to the shisha. All right, how does this look? A little bit more. I think this is perfect. So look at it like this, and it's gonna go directly on the shisha. Keep these pieces. You could eat them. No point throwing them out. And then you're gonna be using your seed cutter to go directly in to the middle, because this is where you're going to be putting it on top of the shisha. And like I said, you don't need to have this tool, but if you do, look at how easy it makes your job. Alright, that's actually beautiful. So this is what it's going to be looking like. And now what we could do is we could start shaping the inside. So if we technically put this onto the head, we're going to need some room to put in tobacco. So let's create that. You want to have it big enough just so your lotus fits on top, or you could use foil, that's totally fine as well. You don't want it too big. So this is the approximate shape I'm going for. So as we can see, this is not nowhere close to being deep enough, so we're going to keep going again. So this kind of looks more like it. So guys, just to do the fit test, I just brought my lotus in to give it a shot, and this is how it would go in. And if we press a little bit, it's going to stick on there quite nicely. So it looks good enough. And next, what you'd want to do is take your toothpicks and make sure you put some inside this way, just so the tobacco doesn't fall through whenever you smoke. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. You can split them into two because They're probably too long at this point. And we're gonna go for the top of the bottle, if that makes sense. Because you don't want to go too low, otherwise you won't be able to put in pineapple on top of your shisha. So one will be enough. I think two will be just perfect. Just one here. Okay. This is what it looks like. You don't have to go and be nitty-gritty on this. This is going to do its job, right? So this is going to go on top of the shisha. As you can see, I still have about 1.5 inches for it to go on top of the shisha, and I still have lots of room to fill up the tobacco. So this is the next part, which is probably the best part, filling it up with the desired tobacco. You could use whatever you like. I'm going to be using some Fakher on this, most likely Magic Love. Let's see if I could add some Russian tobacco in it, and then I'll show you what it looks like. And I'm back, guys. So I'm here with my flavors. So as I said, I'm going to be using some Magic Love, some blueberry from Fakher, and we're going to maybe add something else on top of that. But here's how I usually do it. I like Fakher. Sometimes I feel like the cut is a little bit too big. So what I like doing is I like taking my tobacco, putting it on top of some paper towel. This should be enough. And that's for Magic Love. Now I add some blueberry. I do about 1/3 portion of what I put in the Magic Love. 1/3 of it should be blueberry. And actually maybe just this little bit less. And then what I start doing is I press it to get some of the juices out. Maybe push this a little bit further. Push it there. And once I've done that, then I'll grab a pair of scissors and start cutting them. Okay, now I'm gonna mix them a little bit because I don't think I did that earlier. Just make sure they both blend with each other. Okay, so the next step will be to finally put this back into the pineapple. Sorry for my hands, they're quite dirty at this point. So we've got our pineapple here, we've got our tobacco, we've got our toothpicks in there, and so we're gonna start sprinkling this. Take away the air gap too much, so we're going to be putting this, and then we're going to be fixing that so we make sure we have a nice airflow in there. There we go. And for the other flavor I was talking about, so it's gonna be Darkside Supernova. I usually either go with that or Morose from Element. Technically should be dense packing this, but it's a pineapple, so try to do our best. And the combination of these flavors is what I enjoy. Obviously, it's a personal choice. You could go ahead and put whatever flavor you enjoy.
Each one giving special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra, as heard from those positions. Now, when played back simultaneously on two separate systems, the sounds are blended together to achieve a new dimension in sound impossible to obtain in a monaural recording.
Now we're back. As I mentioned, we're going to make a little air gap in here to make sure our air flows nicely. Though you still need to bring these down because you don't want it stuck on the lotus. You could avoid it better because when it gets stuck, sometimes it burns. Okay, so I'm trying my best to see. Okay, friends, so this is what it should look like. So what we could do next is bring in the shisha. Let's do that. So, like I said, bring the shisha in, fill it up with water to a level that is adequate. Too much water or too less water will affect the quality of your smoke. We've set everything up. This should go right in. Very nicely. So if I could just maybe an angle, that's how it looks. Beautiful. And once again, lotus on top. How does it look? Nice. So that's good. Now what we could do is maybe add some extra decoration. We could do a little something with this to make it look nice. And then as I actually do this, I'm gonna go put some coal on. And can't wait to try this with you guys. I was able to fix this up quite nicely. Gives it a nice little touch here. I'm sure if you take a look at it, you will actually enjoy the look of it at this point. It's hard to move right now because I'm using a ring light, but you get the idea. You've got a nice pineapple, a nice shisha, you've got some spares if you want to eat them at this point. Yeah. This is totally fresh. So, still waiting for the coals to heat up, and once it does, then I'll show you guys how it smokes. So guys, I'm back, and now my coals are ready. Now I'm just gonna leave them in there. so you don't want to rush them. You want to give them the time to fully go white. This way it tells you that they're actually ready. And at the same time, when I put this on top, doesn't mean I'm going to smoke from it right away. Keep it sealed for 5 minutes to make sure the tobacco cooks. And then after that, we're going to take a look at it. And smoke should be building in there. And at that point, we'll give it a shot. So I'll just connect my holes. At this point, this is what we got. So I'm using an Alpha X Shisha, but you could obviously use whatever you like. Let me turn this around so you get a good look at it. And so 5 to 10 minutes. Okay guys, so the Shisha should be ready. Let's give it a shot. It's been about 8 minutes that we've waited for this to heat up. So far it's looking pretty good. You can see that the smoke is building up in there. You could definitely taste the pineapple. You could taste the magic love, the blueberry, and since I added the rose, it has this cooling effect, so it's pretty icy down my throat right now. It looks pretty well done. If you wait a few extra minutes, I'm sure you could get more clouds. But this is not bad. This is actually not bad for fresh head, because fresh heads take up longer to cook as they are a little bit more wet in the fruit. But overall, it's at a pretty nice level. So if you enjoyed the video, don't hesitate to like, comment, share with your friends who enjoy Shisha, smoking them or making them. I think if you make this for your friends, you're actually going to be quite surprised about how it came out. Decent clouds. So hopefully you enjoyed, guys. Take care and see you guys next time.